Where we are in traditional search, it can almost see LLMs from where it is. The LLMs are an entirely different animal, though. What they do is entirely different. And in fact, you could actually say, and it would be completely valid, I think, look, the LLM is not about search. It never has been about search. It's been about information retrieval.
Mm.
And if you want to argue that search and information retrieval are the same thing, okay, then these are the same things. I argue that the execution is the difference, not the meaning of the word, but how you do it is what creates the difference. Different process, different math, different requirements.
Yeah, we were talking in the pre-interview is like LLM and machine learning, there was no resources put in it because no one thought it was going to work.
Well, look,
So,
you know the story, right? Like 20 years ago, everybody was claiming they were doing it. 10 years ago, everybody was claiming it was doing it, and everyone else was looking at them going, you're nuts. 5 years ago, someone came out and said, we're going to do this. And a few people went, 4 years ago, boom,
yeah.
GPT-3, and the world changed.
So,
And suddenly all those people who were nuts are all now billionaires, multimillionaires. They're at the cutting edge. They're, at the front end of everything. They made Google play catch up. I mean, I don't know what to tell you about a movement.
well, this is just why, this is my argument on why it's not the same, because you said it, the process, it might give you an answer at the end, but
Yeah.
how it computed that answer, that technology did not exist before now. So there's no way to say this is the same thing as this, and I'm just going to do the same thing here to do that. I'm like, I mean, I've learned how search engines work and I've learned how LLMs work, and they don't work at all. Like,
No.
I mean, search
No.
engines, you said were black box, but
Yep.
like, I'll tell you, LLMs are a whole different category.
Look, I'll put it to you this way. Search engine, and you could use whatever, verb you want or adjective you want in here, right? Like it encourages humans to do work. Okay. A search engine means I still have agency, because a search engine says, hey, look, you gave me diddly squat for information, but here's what I think you want based on that, because I did a lot of smart calculations in the back end. And am I close? And then you as the human go, well, hang on, let me read through your list of stuff and I'll pick one that I think is the most enticing. Okay, that's the engine forcing the human to complete the final mile.